Brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, I really wish I was here for this joyous occasion tonight, but unfortunately personal matters have kept me away. What an opportunity for which I am most proud. The 50th anniversary of the founding of Zeta Delta chapter at Western Michigan University. It really humbles me because our founders, A. Langston Taylor, Leonard F. Morse, Charles R. Brown, created an international fraternity with an important motto: culture for service and service for humanity. It's hard to believe it has been 50 years. Zeta Delta chapter at Western Michigan University is alive and well. I am so proud to have been part of its creation and its induction. You know, the 17 members who were the original brothers of Zeta Delta chapter were some of the interesting young men that in a private moment we can have a conversation about. But I'm so proud of those 17 members: Ron Ayers, Angelo Gilmore, Thomas Hill, Jesse Hall, Anthony Johnson, Terry Johnson, Don Jones, Bernard King, Jerry Lenore, Rick McGowan, Ed Mitchell, Kurt Reed, James Seals, Hudson Shaw, Anthony Smith, Rodney Walks, John Williams. Unfortunately, some of our members are no longer with us. They've joined the Omega chapter. I'm also humbled by the fact that our Zeta sisters were and played an important role in introducing me to the young men who started this chapter, and the undying recruitment of Terry, who went from dorm to dorm across the yard to recruit new members for the initial start of our fraternity. I'm also humbled by the fact that, and proud, when the guys crossed the finish line, they provided me with this important memento. And I can tell you that this memento have traveled with me from Kalamazoo, Michigan, to Santa Ana, California, to Richmond, Virginia, to Oakland, California, and to Washington, D.C. This is a memento that I will forever cherish, with the names of Jerry and Rodney and Terry and Jesse and Angelo and Anthony and T.J. Hale and Curtis and Hudson, John, Anthony, James, Ronald, Ed, Roderick, Bernard, and Don. Guys, I will thank you forever. And what I'm most impressed by is the fact that they gave me the motto, "To the most noble Greek Lord bow, from the mighty G and helpfully they recognized Grambling State University, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity." Brothers, what a momentous occasion. Enjoy. Thank you.
boys still on the grind. And without that grind, the shield don't shine, Lord. No, I pledge my way through the burning sands. Follow 3 stars, the Sigma land, Lord. So if tomorrow comes and I'm not here, don't you shed a tear for me. Spread my wings and fly. Spread my wings.
My name is Donald Lee Jones, and I am a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Zeta Delta Chapter of Western Michigan University's Charter Line. There were 17 of us who crossed the burning sands on March the 2nd, 1974, in which I am immensely proud. Tonight we stand together to celebrate a remarkable milestone. 50 years of brotherhood within our fraternity. This golden anniversary is a testament to the unwavering commitment, the shared value, and the enduring bonds that have shaped our lives.
Hello, my name is Tony Dennis. I crossed on the line of Blue Destiny along with Corbin Cole and Anthony Tate. We crossed 12/6/80, 1 o'clock, 28 seconds a.m. It was a very exciting time for our chapter. We were experiencing some growth. The line before us, 6 deep. The only way I can put it is they took the campus by storm. They were very intentional about what they wanted in terms of brotherhood, scholarship, and service. And that was indicative of the kinds of programming that we offered. Anything from our gospel concert to our brother Elliot Holmes led a protest. We were being charged a fee to use the student center because we paid a student assessment fee when we registered, but we were not getting those funds. And so he worked with the president and the administration. And as it stands today, those students have to pay to use the student center. We gave the first fraternal gospel concert. It was very successful with some big choirs from Kalamazoo, area churches, as well as Battle Creek. We had a Big Brothers program for young men who were struggling in middle school. That was very successful in helping them get where they need to be and mentoring them. We also participated in an after-school program with tutoring with the community-based education program. Dr. Warfield also ran that. And her son, Carl, he is my line's adopted sons. He plays at Boston University. But we just had a good time with our sisters, Zeta, Phi Beta, and of course our Sigma loves. So, but we were a blue and white family. We really enjoyed being with one another. We enjoyed whether it be a party, whether it be doing some kind of service, or just getting together on a Friday evening and having a meal together and playing cards. But we always found time to fellowship with one another and enjoy the company of the college experience.
Go my brothers. Mark, aka the Critic Cooper here, on when I was received on the yard at Zeta Delta, Western Michigan University, home of the Fatal Few, in September of 1983. I was made at the University of Iowa, Kappa Psi chapter, April 16th, 1983. Brothers welcomed me with open arms, man. I can't say enough on how the brothers welcomed me with open arms to the yard. And it was just a total family setting, meeting all the loves and the sweethearts and the pledging of the Blue Lightning. That was my first line, actually, that I was able to pledge. And it was just a great time in my college life, my college career. And I can't say enough about how Zeta Delta, Western Michigan University, it was a great time of my life. I'll never forget.
Greetings, brothers. This is Brother Reverend Arthur D. Washington Sr., better known as Art. And I crossed off the line of In Full Effect, February 16th, 1992. Was the deuce off my line. I had the privilege of being with my Sands, the Ace, Glenn Jones Jr., Trey, the late Cornell Mathis Jr., and in my tail was Hassan Abdul Mutakalim. We had a great time at Western. I enjoyed it. There were several things that stood out the most while we were at Western. One, we were able to help reactivate and bring back the Zeta Phi Beta, the Tau Delta chapter, which was definitely exciting because we had our sisters on the yard with us, so hey, blue and white was dominant, amen? Also, I was blessed to be elected as the NPHC president. That was back in 1993. Had an enjoyable time with that. But most importantly, being with the brothers that were from ZD, we had an awesome time, especially at the parties, going in, strolling, having a good time, doing things together. That was a blessing. And as I look at it, ZD has a rich history. I'm glad that I was blessed to be, part of that.
My name is James Evans II. I crossed 31399 with 4 great young men. Will Reed, the homie Hintz, Dwayne Nelson, myself, and Mario Evans, who was my Artel and my actual brother. We were the reactivation line for ZD. And it felt good to find out we were able to bring back ZD to the yard. But I would just have to say that when we crossed, we had a chance to have a bunch of the old heads come out and be there with us. And when we crossed in 99, we went to our first party on the yard, and the old heads were with us, and they did the stroll with us at the party. Had my first party stroll with my letters on, with my brothers, and that just, for me, that was an experience that was just like no other. Like, wow, I can't believe this. I'm with my line brothers and my new brothers of Sigma, and I just was a wonderful moment to be able to have that and to experience that and have them in sharing that moment with us on the yard. So that was my time, part of my time on the yard, which I would never forget, and that stands out the most.
Again, my name is Mashawn here for I crossed in spring of 05 on the line of 3 LDB, or 3 last of the dying breed. I was a tail dog. I was 3 of 3. I was number 3 of the 3. Line named the Prophet. When I hit the scene on campus, the signal was already hot. You know what I mean? Randy, Aziz, Damon, Ed, Dre, Phil. They had it popping. They had they was winning step shows. They had all the girls. They did all the community service. Phi Beta Sigma was on, and the other fraternities and sororities, they were doing their thing too. So it was a real exciting time when I walked on the campus in 04. And I could tell already, early in the game that Sigma was for me, and it was something special already. It was already a solid foundation. So big ups to the brothers who had came before us. Y'all really laid a solid foundation for what I could see. The greatest accomplishment, in my opinion, was leaving a legacy behind that could keep it going. I want to say we crossed some of the biggest lines during my time. I was 3. I want to say the couple lines before me were 1 and 1, but we crossed a line of 7 and then a line of 8, and we kind of kept it rolling that way. And that's just honestly from the foundation that I had gotten in the beginning, that had came before me. Big ups to y'all, big brothers.
My name is Justin Campbell, and I joined ZD spring 2008. Romeo family class act on a line called 7 New Breeds. I served as president from 2009 until 2011. Now, there was a 3-year gap from when we joined and when the last line joined, where many bros either left, started families, transitioned into their careers, etc. But Brandon Morrison, Kenny Pettis, and Mashawn Hereford were actually still on campus to show us the ropes. Now, at the time, we were just having a great time, but in reflection, I'm looking at it and saying we really needed that those big brothers to help show us the ropes. I can recall Brandon and Kenny being so creative with their ideas on how to advertise, what videos to put out, what new events we can do, our themes for our step shows, or even step shows to enter. I can remember Mashawn when he had his son. He made no excuses. He went and got a second job. He was still president of Sigma. He was still a full-time student. If that doesn't exemplify what a Sigma man is supposed to be, then I don't know what does.
My name is DQ, and I'm the tail of the Spring 11 line in Empire. So there were 11 brothers on my line, and in fact, we had the second largest line across in Zeta Delta history, with only our charter line, Kwanzi Mastari, being larger than us. We crossed during some interesting times. I only say that because the lines that brought us in were the 7 New Breeds and the Blueprint. And if anybody was around during that time, then they had the yard on fire. I mean, from the best events, best representation on the yard, a bunch of different community service opportunities, and plus they were the best strappers and strollers. I think with all those things, that kind of sparked interest in everyone on my line, but we knew when we came into this that the expectations were going to be high. And I can say with complete confidence we surpassed those expectations. For me personally, my experience on the yard was nothing short of amazing. The yard was very active. At one time, we had representation of every D9 organization. So with that being said, it was very competitive, friendly competition, of course, but we took pride in everything we did. We took pride in those letters on our chests. And of course, we had our ups and downs, everyday struggles like every other college student did. But I think that's what Sigma served the biggest impact for me personally. With me being a first generation college student, I was able to lean on my brothers for support and guidance in areas that I couldn't lean on my family. So my time on the yard was very positive. I'm very appreciative for Zeta Delta and all the things that they have done for me in my personal life, in my professional life. And with that, I was able to create lifelong friendships with these brothers.
My name is Donald Gibson. I was the president of the Zeta Delta chapter from the spring of 2017 to the spring of 2019. In that time, we wanted to stroll off. We did bring in a group of guys. We had 6 of them. Our time on the yard was really good. We collabed with a ton of orgs. We helped people start their own orgs. Did a lot of community service on and off the yard. The sleep out for the homeless was rocking. Literally people all around the gazebo and outside of the gazebo. It felt good to be a Sigma during that time. We brought a lot of good to our environment at Western. We were all striving for excellence. And I just look back on those times with so many fond memories of the people that we came across, the events that we held, the events that we started, the shows that we won. Just all the fun stuff in between, man. So shout out to Zeta Delta, hoping for a great 50 more.
What up? What's going on, everybody? My name is Carlos Green. I'm a Spring 23 initiate of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. I'm from the line Foreign Territory, and I'm the deuce of that line. What's going on? I just want to share with y'all how I joined Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. First off, I just want to say this is one of the greatest decisions I made in my life. I ain't gonna need a lie. Phi Beta Sigma drew me to it. That's the way I like to put it. Like, I wasn't drawn to alpha. I can be myself with Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated for real. So, not only that, the Zeta Delta chapter, right? That's where I crossed. So, I just see a lot of dark-skinned brothers. And first off, I'm a first-generation Greek and college student in my family. So, I paved the way. And like the Zeta Delta chapter gave me a chance to really not only be a representative of this chapter, but to show how brilliant Sigma can be in whole. And people tell me I'm doing a good job of showcasing that myself. So yeah, like I just want to say that like literally joining this organization is a dream come true of mine. I made it happen through hard work and perseverance. I'm so happy to be here. And shoot, I'm a year and some change in, and I got a lifetime to go. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my pros. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all the brothers I meet in other chapters. I'm just grateful. I'm living my dream.
Here I am 13 years later, still talking to these guys every single day. We're still in each other's lives, still in each other's family lives. And like I said, it's been nothing but positive experiences for me.
And paying homage to those who came before us, who paved the path and provided their shoulders for us to stand on in order to be more confident in our era of ZD. We had a Phil, we had a Randy, and we had a Sean Hollins. Eddie on Mo Better Blues, if I called him and I needed anything, if it was within his will, he would do it. Arnold Taylor, I used to play basketball with him. Side note, that dude does not age. I swear he has looked 25 for like 30 years. Like, it's kind of crazy, but playing basketball with him all the time, Tony Dennis being on staff at Western, we really had some great and phenomenal people who paved paths for us in order to make it to this 50-year mark.
And our hope was that ZD continued to live on like he is today on the yard. And you can tell today by how all the brothers come out to support ZD and our 50th anniversary here at Western Michigan University.
And I can truly say that I'm very proud. Here we are 50 years later. But we really understand the importance of brotherhood, scholarship, and service. What does it mean to be your brother's keeper? And it's more than just pledging with someone. It's the birth of a child. It's a wedding. It's when someone is sick, the passing of a parent or a friend or a loved one, or a brother. So we are there for each other. Again, congratulations to the brothers of Zeta Delta chapter. God bless.
There have been countless memories. The challenges that we have overcome are numerous. We should take immense pride in the legacy we've built together. Here's to another half-century of brotherhood, service, and excellence. Kudos to our fraternity.
I got my axe, I got my stripes. I call speeds on its way through the day and night, Lord. 12-inch rule, brotherhood for life, yeah. Blue skies and white moons to the day I die. So if tomorrow comes and I'm not there, don't you shed a tear for me. Spread my wings and fly, just like a dove. Oh, dove. Spread my wings and fly, yeah. Oh, my, fly. Gonna spread my wings and fly, just like a dove. Gonna touch the sky. Spread my wings, yeah. Feel it in my soul, yeah. Blue fire. Feel it in my soul, feel it in my soul, Lord. Feel it in my soul. Phi Beta Sigma God soul. Phi Beta Sigma God soul. Said Phi Beta Sigma God soul. Phi Beta Sigma God soul. Yeah, I feel it in my soul, feel it in my soul. Phi Beta, no grade. Phi Beta, no grade.
Oh yeah, and man, oh man, Man, oh man, I'm so glad that I'm a Sigma man. Thank you all, and stay blessed.